Hi everyone, Cindy Squirrel here. Today I'm making spinach with cherry tomatoes in pasta. Now I have the water with a little bit of olive oil, getting ready for, I'm going to use spaghetti. And here I've got cast iron frying pan, just warming up, and I'm going to put in 2 cloves of garlic. And we're not going to brown this or anything. We just want to marry it. So you don't want it too high a heat. Okay, so we will just put the garlic in there. Okay, the water is boiled. Spaghetti's in there. Turn it down. It should be cooked when this is cooked. So I'm just adding my garlic. Now if it gets too hot, just tilt your pan. I'm just going to marry this. You want to infuse the garlic in the oil. My stove is really hot, like that's on the lowest it can go. So that's why I'm tilting the pan just to get it off the heat a bit. Just going to add just a little bit, maybe 1/4 teaspoon of chili pepper. Of course, I said I didn't want it to brown, and it's browning. That should be good enough. Now I'm too lazy just to sit there and cut all my tomatoes. So I get a dish that has a ridge on it. Could be a plate, but I don't have a plate with a ridge. I set my tomatoes under it. Take your knife and just cut them in half. All of them at the same time. Now we're going to add those tomatoes. And we're going to add, I already washed this. I know it says it's pre-washed. Nah. You don't know what kind of water they just pre-washed this in, so I rewash everything. Now that looks pretty good to me. I'm going to let that cook down for a minute. Now that the spinach has wilted, I've taken the lid off to evaporate some of the water. You see how watery it got. That's from the tomatoes. So now I'm going to take the lid off and let it keep cooking. I'm going to put a little bit of, maybe 1/2 tablespoon of oregano. 1/2 tablespoon of parsley flakes. Now, if I had parsley out in the garden, I would use fresh parsley, but I don't. So now we've just added those beautiful flavors in there, and don't forget your pepper. I use a peppercorn blend, really nice. And your salt, because you're going to need a lot of salt because of the spinach and the tomatoes and the pasta. I don't know if I put salt in that. There you go. And we'll just let that simmer away. Okay, everything seems to be cooked. I put some pasta in there, and now I'm just going to put this on top. And I'm going to add some olives to it. You don't have to add olives. I know a lot of you just went, oh my gosh, what's she doing? Just, I like olives, okay? I would have put shaved Parmesan on here, but I just about died when I seen the price of it in the store. So, there we go. Oh, look at that. What do you think? What do you think, hey? Isn't that beautiful? Looks good. Wasn't that quick and easy? And delicious.